mad. There. Are you there? Still laggy. Still very laggy. Still very laggy. Not okay, a little bit less. So we can keep the mustache, but it's still like maybe. Okay. A little bit better than before, yeah. It does not lag, it's just the camera that is lagging usually. Just don't move. Let me see. Okay, wait. Let me put. So then I think we can have the mustaches, if you want. So let me also fix this. A beautiful day, sunny. Da 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 da. Da da no 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 no. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, done. Done. Okay. All right. So you also have the stashes, do we? Yes. Nice. Yeah, my. Never mind. I'm gonna cry so much. Lags too much. Never mind. No snap. No snap. No snap. No snap. Quitting. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry if I tried to do something cool. Sorry. I don't know why today it's going so badly. I don't know why it's not that laggy. Like Valorant is not that laggy. Why with this game? Is it this heavy? The heck? It's not an internet problem, it's an encoder. Like the OBS is saying that it's a encoder. Anyway, let's enjoy this game, alright? Valorant is not that heavy. Game is lagging for you? Let's wait. Let's see how it goes, okay? Can you please change the category to Somerville, please? Oh. For me, it's not laggy. For me, it's not laggy. Music is not lagging, at least that one. I don't know what's happening. No, it's not OBS. Yeah, like it is OBS because it's like Venom. It's just the computer is not strong enough. Also, they're moving in this house. Feels like either they're coming back home or they're moving into this house. Let's see if with the game it gets better. This is the title, by the way, of the game. OBS? No, I haven't. It's me moving to the countryside. Please, let's not make me die. Nice, don't do it. No, I won't. As always, Maddie, there's always. Is it bad? Is it that bad, chat? Let's see, okay? Let's see when the game starts. Actually. This is generally me. Like at night, I fall asleep watching stuff. Has any of you already played? Has someone of you already played this game? Am I playing? Oh, I'm already the kid. I'm the kid, okay. Hi, doggo. Oh. What? I'm pressing A. Oh, to hug the dog. Oh, sweet child. The dog is gonna die. Fuck, the dog is gonna die. You saw a video about it? Can I take the... Oh, okay. I'm going... Let's break everything. No. For sure the dog is dying. For sure the dog is dying. 100%. I have zero doubts about it. Are we going somewhere? Okay. Are we going up here? Oh, there's the rest of the room. Okay, should we get to the phone? Oh. What the actual fuck? Shall we open the door? Okay, we have this thing. Oh, let's... Oh, is this my... Let's go back in there. Okay. No, kid is not gonna die. Come on, kid is not gonna die. It's the parents who are gonna die. Right? Can we get into this room? What is that orangish thing that there is outside? Oh, we don't see shit in here. Alright. Can we go up here? No. There's the midnight check-in area on the other side. Oh, we can... Wait, what? Wait. Can we open this door? Can we open... Oh, we can now jump on that. Can we take it back? No, you're not taking the light. Oh, maybe you can turn on. Jump!
Thank you, G.
What was that? What was that? Someone got merch? Did I hear someone getting merch? Did someone get merch? I heard it, CEO gang. Well, if you got the merch, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Let me know if it, who was it? Markino, thank you so much for the 5 months. Appreciate you for it. Can we open? Oh, these are gonna be like stairs, so we need to open also the other one. Markino, thank you so much for the 5 months with the Prime. Appreciate you. Oh, a toaster? Oh. Are we... What the fuck are we doing? Oh, we're not going out. Oh, I'm stuck. Holy shit, I'm stuck. Rip to the kid. No, I'm her. No, I'm not her. Can I be Doggo, please? Oh, they're going to bed. Oh, now I'm him. Oh, hi, Doggo. Can I cuddle the dog? Oh, no. Let's let her wash the kid. Or push it? Alright. What do we have here? Turn on the light. Turn on the lights. No, no, no. I don't want to go downstairs. I just want to check why did we open the window. I'm just gonna close it. Just for the sake of closing it. Is Doggo gonna oh my god, Dog is so gonna die. Dog is so gonna die. I don't think that I'm ready for it. Alright, there's nothing to see here. Okay. There's nothing there. Dog, can you tell me what to do? Yeah, same. If dog dies, I'll quit. Same. I cannot watch I Am Legend because of like I cannot watch the dog die. Okay, I don't know what there is to do down there. What about opening the door? He's an adult, he can do it, right? Yeah, okay. Huh. There's no more the weird purple thing that wants... Where are you going, Doggo? What is it? What are you sniffing? Oh, you're peeing. Alright. Is this your house, Doggo? Go in it. Go in it. Go in, doggy. Yeah, Bobo. Dog food. Food. Get your dog. Get your food. Are we gambling today? Oh, do you want to gamble on something? Let's go, Doggo. Let's go back inside. Alright. I don't know about the deaths here. I don't know how deaths work. I'll close the door just because, you know, you never leave the door open. Close it. Close it. Close it. I'm gonna leave it open because we're an open family. Oh, I have to give food to the dog. Oh, that's a wall. Oh, should I? Oh, the food is downstairs. Okay. Thank you for telling me where to go. Oh, I see it now. So am I just playing family like I'm a family, right? Yeah, I have it. I have your food. So fucking scared. Let's go watch somewhere. Let's go watch out of the door. I don't know. Go some places. What is happening? What is that? Should I turn off the lights? Okay, let me turn off the lights. You're right. You are very much right. It's very bright outside too. Better. Oh. Focus on me. Thank you, camera. Thank you. Okay. 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 Aliens? Oh, holy fucking shit, aliens! Is it still laggy for you, the video? You don't feel it, but this one is like all vibrating. It's so cool. It's so cool. Let's go back in. Let's oh yes, let's go back in. Oh no, we don't want to die. Let's go back in. Close the door. Close the door. No, okay, no. Don't close the door. Where's our wife? Oh. Doggo, I swear, dog, if you die, I'm gonna be so fucking disappointed in this entire game. Let's go, let's go. Run! Run, broski. Run. You waiting for me? What? I love you. I love you too. No worries, we got this. Yeah, I hope so, because I'm also pregnant with another one. Yeah, no, we got this. Let's go. Let's just fucking run to the car. No, the bag, bro, the bag. You forgot the bag. Okay, forget the bag. Fuck the bag. We were so close to going. Oh, no car, I guess. Oh no, with the car. Wait, no, car is on fire. Car is on fire. Take the bag. No bag, and we run. We just go back inside, which smart solution. We'll go back inside. Downstairs at least. Yes, go, run. Yeah. Go. At least go hide there. Go hide there. Yes, I'm here. I'm covering you. No, I swear. Oh! What is this alien? I got you! Let me help you! What? By the way, Unruly, I saw you got the Siogen crew neck. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for getting merch. Am I dead? We have superpowers? I mean, I don't care if he dies. It's just the dog doesn't have to die. Is he dead? Is he dead already? Is this... LT. Dog stayed with us? Dog stayed with us! Fucking yes. He's acting as nothing happened. Dog is like, oh, well, good morning. What do I do with this hand? What can I... Nothing. What, doggy? Up? How do we go up? Should we go up here? No, we cannot. Dog, tell me what to do. That would have been like a cool idea. Like we grab onto something. Or... Wait, I see you're looking up, but what can we do? We cannot, like... Dog, tell me. How do we get out? Like, this is the only thing that we can hold on? Ah, okay. Okay, what about now? Oh! What? Doug, come with us. Fufi! Where, wait, what? Come, Fufi. Come. Let's go. Yes. Why are you jumping? What's up? Oh, there's another light. Let's get the light and then we can... Oh, we break that one. Get away, Poopy. That one. So this is our weapon now. This is just me, Foofy. What? So I can break stuff with the while having a light. It's not like I break stuff. It's more like I. It's more I can melt. Wait, what about Fluffy? No, Fuffy. No, bro. You need to go get Fuffy. You need to get Fuffy. Get Fuffy. No. Don't joke about Where the heck did you go through? Cable management here is really bad. How did Fuffy get out and we had to get through all of that? No. I don't. People, I swear, if Fuffy dies, I'm gonna just be very disappointed. Oh. In this entire game. Let's go. Let's go, Fuffy. What is that thing? Hey, yo, what are you? Are you a new Fuffy? Are you a new Fuffy? Or are you just telling me that you want me to open the door for you? Oh, it's a new Fuffy. It's a alien Fuffy. Oh, the alien Fuffy can blow stuff up. Wait, how do I? Oh my God, you're so. We cannot. We're not strong enough, bro. How can you? Come on, how can you not be? Close Fuffy in the house? No, Fuffy has to come. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough. Robotic Fuffy, do you want me to? Okay, I should not do that one. Okay, let's move on. I cannot move that one. That is why you don't skip legs. Hi, small alien Fuffies. How are y'all doing? Should I get? Are you telling me that you should not get into the water? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Nah. Let me get on the tractor. No tractor. Oh, wait, are the oh wait, the Fuffies might be helping me. They all went away. Did they go all the way here to that? Fuffies, can you help me? Fuffies, can you come with me? Fuffies, come with me. Help me to move this thing. Fuffies, let's go. Oh wait, what is it? I really cannot make it move, chat. But if, like, I have to move it, but I cannot. Am I doing something wrong? Never mind. Alien Fuffies, that one is not gonna move. I don't know. We're missing one alien Fuffy nowhere. Oh, here. I tried to push as much. Let's just go. So we have a bunch of alien Fuffies and a real Fuffy. Oh. Okay. Oh, you see that down there? Oh wait, you did not see it. We destroyed something back there. Wait, let me also change it here so you see. Somerville. There we go. You still don't see. Wait. Oh, no, you don't see. We destroyed something that was back there. Wait, was it back at our house? Oh, wait, let's destroy here. I think we can get from here. Alien Fuffies, come here. Destroy this thing. Destroy this. Thank you, alien Fuffies. It's laggy. How is it back to being laggy? It was not laggy before, right? Wait. Oh! Keegan! Thank you so much for that. Everything is lagging. Keegan, thank you so much. Keegan, thank you so much for it. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for being my WFH companion. Oh, and chat too.
Aww. I should just keep going for a while, but I hate it that it's like this. Can we... Oh, wait. There's one more that we can maybe move. It's laggy. I don't know how to fix it. How am I not strong enough? I'm not strong enough for any of these. Let's try to continue. It's super laggy, I know. Oh. The point is like it's laggy only for me. Some other... I don't have anything else open, chat. I don't have anything else, no problem. What is it? You want me to push this one? Oh, this one I can move it. Alright. Destroy everything here. Alien fluffies. Alien fluffies, I need you. It's not an internet problem. It's it's not an internet problem. It's more of a like a computer problem. Yeah. $44 to go for bungee jump. Wait, are we that close? No shit, no shit, no shit, no shit. Wait, how do we... What shall we do here? Cam is also low frame. Yeah, I know. It's a GPU thing, yeah. Maybe because like we have the Amazon Prime. No, it is not. It is not a thing. It is definitely not. Maybe since there is like the Prime days and there is Black Friday, there is Cyber Monday. Oh, I cannot go there. There's also Cyber Monday coming up. Maybe I can get a better CPU, you know? No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Maybe because of that I can get one. Jake, if you find any, just let me know. I'll try to like do this investment. I would have to like open the computer all again. I would have to open it all again. I actually have like the person that gave me the AirPods. They also said that they have usually a lot of like stuff, like spare stuff. So maybe I can also ask them if they have something. It would be so lovely to have like a sponsor. Hi, if you're watching this and you have all these things, I'm very... Yeah, you're looking right now for some. Thank you. Intel, I don't care. AMD is cheaper usually, isn't it? We were on the right space. Wait, what? Why are you there, Fluffy? Fluffy, what do you wanna? Oh, we cannot go this way. You prefer Intel? What is the difference? Fluffy, what's up? Why are you staying here? Fluffy, we should go. Alien Fluffy, come. AMD and Intel right now are almost identical, are they? Okay, we have to go this way because Dog stayed there. So I understood this. They canceled the order? Why? Why did they cancel the order? Okay, Dog is still here. Should we go this way? But why did we open that? Okay, Dog wants to go this way. Let's just go this way. Let's just go, doggo. Come with me. We're gonna find a solution later on. Dog? Dog! Oh, okay. What there is up here? Oh. Doggy, are you still with me? Doggy. Why do I have to come to take you? Come on, let's go. MD stick with it or vice versa with Intel because you can recycle the motherboard. Oh yeah? Can I? By the way, we missed all of the... We missed all of the freaking alien fluffies. All of the alien fluffies are gone. What the fuck is that? Did you see that? What the fuck was that? Oh, did we have an F? Did we have an F? Wait, did we have an F? You saw nothing? Shit. Shit, I'm so sorry this is being so bad. Where's dog? Okay. I did try to feed the dog. Chat, listen. Should I close the stream and just do it on Discord? How is it? What is wrong with this game? Like, it's not... Because like, I feel like here, like, you're missing all of it. Like, the best part of this game is like the graphic. Some areas like it, some areas fine. Yeah, but this is not, you cannot leave the game like this. I'm not studying, no, I'm not. What if I remove the cam? Doesn't change much. It's not like it's, I don't think that it's the camera that is the problem. Like, it doesn't change. It's a problem like the game, it's, why does it require so much? Wait. I feel like there's some setting somewhere or something that is set wrong. I have all the qualities in low. All qualities are low. This is not enjoyable, I agree, for no one. Let me see. Yeah, Somerville is taking 1.8 thousand megabytes. And OBS is taking 1.6 megabytes of memory. But the GPU is mostly by OBS. Like, as soon as I start playing, like now it's right, okay? As soon as I start playing, Somerville goes to 88% of the GPU. Somerville takes 88% of my GPU. So of course then OBS doesn't have any more space. Of course. I need another graphic card. I definitely need another one. I lowered everything, also on the stream. Stream is like in 720. Cam is lagging, yeah, as soon as I tab onto the game. When I tab out of the game, it's 0%. When I tab on the game, it gets to 80%. Lower the resolution is at minimum. Chat, maybe we can switch the stream in from being a Somerville stream into... Wait, let me get out of the game. Because this is not nice. Definitely we're not going to be playing this game, for sure. I said, because it looked nice. Maybe we can... I'm going to soon, like, try... Like, look at... Those are my specs. Alright, those are my specs. I don't know what to improve. I don't know what to improve there, like from on my PC to make it work. Because we also have struggles with Valorant, right? So it's not just this game. Let me put just chatting. Just try different game? I don't know. Chat, this is sad. I wanted to play this game because I wanted to play this game. Like, that's why I'm streaming, because I wanted to play this game with Joe. What do I have? Ryzen? What do I have? 5? But I already have a Ryzen 5. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you for that. Pentiment? Such. Close the game. Close it. Quit the game. Okay. Go for a new PC. No, not a new PC. This is a good PC. This is a good PC. The problem is like the GPU, and that's why sometimes I also have problems. Wait, I'm closing the game. Okay. Sometimes I also have a problem when I want to edit and stream. When I want to edit and stream, it's impossible. Like when I want to do a video, that's the reason why I have video editors, because I cannot edit a video on stream. Yeah, but how can that game take so much GPU? I'm so sad. I'm so freaking sad. Pure sad. I need to upgrade more stuff. Yeah, but 2 computers to stream when you're doing like super shit with like super cool video. When you're doing like super cool things with like when you're doing super cool things with like Valorant, and you cannot be like lagging or anything like that. But did I ever updated my GPU drivers? I don't know. Yeah, I am Crimson, but it's not bandwidth. It's a GPU. Oh, there's a lot of posts out there saying that the game, even on low settings, has a resource hog. Okay, so it's not just me. Do that first. How do you do that? Drivers. How do you even go to the drivers? Device management. Device management? Yes. GPU? How do I find the GPU? Maybe not while streaming, I would say. Right? That would not be the best idea. Enjoy your swim. Some upgrades to my PC. Maybe Kami, you're right. Maybe you are right. Wait, okay, help me out. Help me out here. Top left. And this one. Ignore this one. Here. NVIDIA, like this one. No, USB 3. What? No, these are no. They don't care. Processors. NVIDIA software. Oh, from the software. Oh, okay. From the website. Okay, I'll do that then. NVIDIA. Don't go through. Okay. Software. Update drivers. GeForce Experience. No. Oh, this is in Italian. Who is she? No, I just want to have an upgrade. Driver. Aggiornamenti automatici del traffico. GeForce. I guess. Saving. Yeah, I'll do it later. I just downloaded it at least. Pure Sag! I wanted to play that game. Maybe something that I can do actually, chat. I haven't like fixed I haven't set up the rules for the trivia yet. Like I have most of them. 5 2 98. Okay. I haven't like I haven't updated, like I haven't done the questions for the trivia, so chat, what if we call it a day? And I'll go back. This was supposed to be like an extra stream. You know that on Fridays usually I don't go live. Help from to chat. No, I was just saying like, let's just make it. This was a short stream, alright? It was more than 40 minutes. It was also an hour from before. I'm sorry about that. And tomorrow I will be live ice skating. Tomorrow we go ice skating together. And Sunday we go trivia. Is that okay? I'm sorry for this. I'm really, really sorry. I'm gonna be maybe playing some Valorant. I don't know. We will see. I'm really sorry about this, chat.
The best angle to approach a problem from is the triangle.
Nice. Thank you for the inspirational quote. That jokes. Oh, Seth, I appreciate you. But I can tell you, I'll tell you this, since you're here, I'll tell you this very, very juicy news. Maybe in the future, we are going to have a horse stream. So, am I gonna go learn how to ride a horse? And you're coming with me. Yes. Horse stream. I found someone that is actually one of the people that is coming to the gym with me that has a horse. So I think that will be fun. I think that will be very fun. Oh, what a horse! Hell yeah. Do you like it? By the way. Oh, how? Chris. Oh, wait. Was it like. Was it this your name? Wait, what did you get, son? What did you get, Chris? How many pomos can you do on a horse? What the fuck? Yeah, we were talking about that, yeah, this morning. Yeah. You almost got kicked by a horse once? Middle finger? Instead of horse, you got middle finger? Oh, a horse? Oh, riding a... Oh, no, not riding that. No. Anyway. Now, what do you mean his name? Oh, with the middle finger. You do it with the middle finger? Oh, okay. Ask the horse if you can fix my PC. Sure, will do. Chat, I'll see you all tomorrow. Is that okay? Sorry for the short stream. I'm really, really sorry. Tomorrow I'll be full of energy. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. I'm gonna be starting. Oh. Okay. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm gonna be in real life streaming skating. Alright. I'll try to be on time as much as I can. I'll be back here. Alright, and if you want to come, you're welcome to come in real life also. And then we're going to go for a little bit of a tour in Verona. Remember to watch that thing on Discord. You're right, Fob. You're right. Sorry about that. People, I'll check in with you tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry for today. I will try to fix this computer stuff, alright? Be good, everyone. I love you. I really do. I really, really do. Be good. Oh, also, I have to train on Valorant because apparently during the games week I'll be part of a tournament. I'll be part of a tournament. So I'll be doing that in Valorant. So yeah, I have to train. I will be training. Anyway, bye people. I love you. Bye.